Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the tour of our experience center. So let me introduce you to the man behind this experience center and let's know more about him. So here it is, Mr. Rahul Chandalia. So Mr. Rahul, can you just let us know more about you, how you started?
Hi everybody, so I'm Rahul. Basically, I started this journey 7 years back. That's when Wall 3D was born. At my personal level, I have a family of a wife and my son. I stay with my parents. And I did my postgrad in finance and marketing from Mumbai itself, from Wellington Institute. I've done my schooling in a hostel in Pune in Birla. That's where I come from. And then I was with my dad for about 5 years in the family business of textiles, where we were the distributors of some of the biggest brands in India. And after that, I wanted to start my own journey, and that's how Wall 3D was born.
That's really very interesting. And to be very honest, I had a tour of this experience center, and it's really very nice. So may I know like what exactly it is? What is the idea behind this?
So what I believed is that when we started this company, we felt that 3D printing is all about experience. It's all about seeing the place, feeling the place like. So and 3D printing is a lot about sustainability also. So what we did is that we wanted to make a space called as an experience center where like how you go to any mobile phone, any other electronic stores. You go to the place, you see 5-10 options, you use the phones and then you play with it, and then you go into procurement. The same thought process is where we thought of let there be a 3D printing store where a person can go explore 30-40 printers, select what he likes, and then maybe they can decide whether they want to buy it or not buy it, but at least they can go and experience it. And like I said, that I believe this place is based on sustainability. So the entire place works on solar panels. Also the entire interiors in the experience center has been about the tree, the flowers, the light, the water. It's all about the nature that is there around.
Nice. That's really very interesting to know. So, as you have already told us about your personal life, I would like to know your journey to becoming the MD and the CEO of Wall 3D.
That's a big word, MD and CEO. So we started as employee. Today also I feel I'm one of the employee of Wall 3D because it's a team growth, or it's a team that comes together, and that's where the growth of the brand is. So our journey started 7 years back. I and my partner, Mr. Pradeep, we went for an exhibition in Bombay itself. And when we went for an exhibition, it was some electronic exhibition, and the first stall was a 3D printing guy. We saw a 3D printer, and that machine would cost about 5 to 7 lakh rupees. And we felt, this is the future of technology. This machine can make whatever you want. And I generally had a perception that a manufacturing machine can make only one product at a time. But this product could make multiple products. If you want to make a ghoda or ghadi, or you want to make anything, it could just make from engineering product to self toys or something. So we thought that why not get this technology in India, or develop this technology in a way where it can be easily accessible for people, and more the people know about this, the innovation and what we are looking at India to become the next big thing. It is very important that we have our own patents, own innovation and own product, and that's where a journey of the company started, and here we are today.
That's nice. That's really interesting. So I am having a set of questions from you. So when I learned about 3D printing, it's not about learning, but then I've just heard about it. So diving further, I would like to know how Wall 3D started, and could you just share the light behind?
So we started with first buying one machine from a local Indian partner, and first we wanted to understand what the technology is, what it can be made. We experienced the machine for a few days, and then we felt that instead of making the end products to the technology, let's try something new. Let's make it available for the public. And so we started with a 2-member team. We were 4 people in a 350 square feet space in Mumbai. And I told my dad that give me a year's time, and I'll see if I can make this as my future. If I'm not successful, maybe I'll go back to my textile business. And that's where the birth of the brand So
That's what, that's really nice. I am surely seeing the growth over here. And to be honest, in today's market, I hear that 3D printing is rising. So what is the unique thing you would tell me about your company?
So what I believe is that there are two things that we always focused on. One is the availability of the product, and one is the affordability of the product. So these were the two main criteria, and these were the two main things that we have been consistent for the past 7 years.
Okay.
We make sure the product is available. Availability is not only in the stock that we have. Availability is wherever a customer can go, are we present there? So that was the most uniqueness that we have created. So when we talk about availability, whether it's online, if a customer is finding online a product, are we there? So we are there on Amazon, Jio, Flipkart, Snapdeal. If you go online on Google, we are just there. Offline, we have about 10 to 12 experience centers across India. So anybody who wants to experience 3D printing, they can walk into a store across the metro cities which are there. We have offices in Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Coimbatore, Pune. So we made sure that we have an experience center so a person can go and experience. Third place is what is that we now are in the collaboration with different brands which are multi-store brands. Like example is Crossword, Reliance Digital, where now we will have store-in-store concept where among all the products that they sell, the technology, there will be 3D printing as a technology also.
That's nice. That's really very interesting.
Thank you.
Okay. And thanks for giving us the limelight about your brand. So I would also like to know, what sets World 3D apart from the other players in the market?
Other players, are there any? Okay, anyway, so competition is always good. It makes the market grow. It makes it, more fun because you're making the pie bigger. What makes us different is that we always took ourselves as a leader in the industry. I don't believe in competition. I always believe in the fact of collaboration, and I always believe that you should do your work. You should be dedicated. You should be focused. You should make sure your ethics are right, and that's what the brand itself conveys to customers about ethics, about the right product, right delivery, right pricing, and we always thought and we always believe today also that we are the leader. Hence, we always make our own strategies, make our own step forward. We are the first mover in everything. In India today, in 7 years, we are the category creator for 3D printing technology in consumer. Before that, nobody knew that it could be a consumer 3D printing. There was 3D printing in India always, but it used to be only the industrial grade of the technology. But maybe with the vision, the team, we managed to get a consumer 3D printing industry, and that's what sets us apart. And also, there are local competitors always. There are people somewhere in smaller pockets or different cities, but we are more of a pan-India brand, so it becomes more easier for us to penetrate the market. Also, we are in some of the top institutes, colleges, some of the top businesses, business houses. We are already there. They are vendors. So, credibility also makes us, one step forward from the other brands that are available in the market. Thank you.
Okay. And while you told me that you are looking forward as leadership in this market, so what concept is that? I would like to know. How would you?
When we talk about leadership, it's very important that, what you get new to the market, what are the new trends that you create in the market, what are the new products that you get in the market. So, when we started 3D printing about 7 years back, that time, we started with about maybe 3-4 models of machines. Right now, in the past 7 years, we have become more of a mature company, more established, and now we have more than about 40-50 types of just 3D printers. We have, evolved from a 3D printing, only a 3D printer company to, do 3D filaments, 3D pens, resins, laser engravers, scanners. There are a lot of things that we have added to the portfolio so that for a customer it becomes an ecosystem of 3D printing where he just needs to walk in and he gets everything. So that's what we have done in the past 7 years to make it more mature availability, and also we do a lot of education like doing courses and workshop in institutes and corporates.
Nice, interesting. So you recently told me that you had a team of 4 members when you started. So as growing as a company, there must have been challenges. So were there any challenges you faced in the past 7 years?
So there have been challenges. Every day is a challenge and every day is a win. So that's the fun of business. That's the fun of entrepreneurship. That's the fun of starting your own venture. So 7 years have been, I always see my graph, or always I see my professional life has been, always going on the upwards, and touch wood, it has been nice for us. Challenges are there because, 3D printing industry, it's very difficult to get skilled labor. We don't have skilled people over here, people don't know how to use the machine, people don't know how to service it. So, one of the biggest challenge was getting labor, getting the skilled labor to make sure the job is done. So, we, as the brand is growing, more people are required. So, then we started our own teaching courses. From that, people who learn from our courses is that we recruit them. So we try to find solutions to our own problems about recruitment. Also challenges are that, because it's a new technology, first of all, we need to educate the customer. Because the customer doesn't know only what is 3D printing. Because, whenever we tell anybody what is 3D printing, people say, Acha. I mean, people don't know about the tech. So when people are not educated about the tech, very difficult to sell. So hence we started creating educational videos about what the product is, how it is made, what are the various applications that are possible. And that way, that's how you try to learn and try to overcome your challenges. But I think challenges makes the brand more stronger, more, you have more passion to take it more, upwards.
Okay, nice. Coming back here, as you told me that people are not much aware about 3D printing. So can you just give a small overview of what 3D printing is? Because to be honest, I am new as well.
So yeah, I believe that, when you go online, 3D printing is a lot of jargon that you will learn. But I feel that 3D printing should be a very consumer-oriented product. It should be something that, it can be a part of every home. That is the dream of, or that is the vision of the brand, and also my vision, that we feel a 3D printer should get every home. So what is 3D printing? In a very lame language, if I'll say, if you have seen a construction building, in a construction building, you don't directly reach the rooftop, right?
Correct.
It's layer by layer where the building is made. Every layer is added with cement, then the next layer is added, then the next layer. So that process of making a building, of example, maybe we talk about a 20-floor building. A 20-floor building will have 20 floors, some basement, parking, etc. Every floor is made, and then the second floor, then the third floor. But for the visibility of any lay person, he will feel that the floor is added after 3 months because he could see a new floor coming up. Similarly, in 3D printing, it is the same concept like construction of a building where layer by layer is added. Only the difference is that in a construction, one layer is one floor, which is about 14 feet or maybe 16 feet. But in 3D printing, that floor can be 0.2 mm, which is not visible, from a normal eye, right? Which is not visible, directly when you see it. So 3D printing is basically layer by layer addition. After a point of time, the entire product is made. There is no mold required, no die required. You can make one product at a time. It is called as additive manufacturing because it is addition manufacturing. The traditional manufacturing is subtractive manufacturing, where it's a block of stone, you use a laser, you cut it, all the other things are wastage, only that statue is made using a rock. But in 3D printing, only that statue is made by layer addition, wherever it is required, only that is being made. So it is also a sustainable technology. But I think 3D printing is there for everybody. It is there for the student, is there for a kid of 7 years, it's a product for engineering students. It's a boom for the people who are into research and development, new product development, R&D. For them, it is they need to have it. It basically creates innovation for them.
Right. Looking at today's generation, they need innovations.
Yes.
It's nice. I will really thank you for getting this innovation in India.